What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy Giannis. Welcome to On the Spot Podcast, another edition. Happy weekend, everybody. You already know what it is. I got my OG with me. OG, want to introduce yourself to the people?
Yeah, how y'all doing? My name is Ricky, Officer Ricky on Instagram, Ricky Still on Facebook. I'd like to appreciate you guys for being with us once more again. Please just don't watch. We encourage you to subscribe, share, comment. We need some engagement. We appreciate you a whole lot.
Yeah, we truly appreciate everybody for tuning in. Mostly subscribing to the YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel is pretty much doing pretty well.
Yeah.
And all social media platform as well. Last week we were here, we talked with my couple's son, aka Eric. I call him E. Ricky call him something different.
I call him Eric, man.
You call him because he got the old school terms on it, but we're gonna leave it as that. You was here, he explained his story, pretty much his journey through the things that he passed through. But that episode, another episode will be airing when we sit back here with him, so we can have a conversation and everything. So, but OG, how was your weekend, man?
Yeah, we were pretty laid back. I try to have a routine, work 5 days and rest 2 days.
Work 5 days and rest 2 days.
Yeah, I'm trying to get there. It's not I'm not fully there yet.
Okay.
Because sometimes I get greedy. You look out there, you look at the pot, and be like, I can't add $200 go there.
Yeah.
But try to get there.
I mean,
man, time.
Sometimes you can't do too much.
Yeah.
The body needs rest.
The body needs something, I tell people once you hit 40, it feels different,
You hit 40?
I don't know, but I honestly don't know.
I thought you were 39.
I'm still man. I feel like I'm 30.
I mean, but it's all about the mindset. So you always ask me exactly why do I go to the gym for it and everything like that. I go to the gym for some things like that. Just mental health, mental stuff, for you to be just a little bit stabilized and everything like that. But
I feel 32 though.
You feel 32?
Yeah.
What a normal thing.
The next 10 years I feel 32.
Okay.
Everything compressing.
But last week I traveled. I went to Philly. See my peoples there. After that, I went to the Liberian Entertainment Awards, which was pretty good. The earlier was good. It was good. I mean, I didn't go to the award show.
So when you said good, how do you mean? What actually was you looking at? Is that the outfit?
I mean, this I think it was good. The setup was good. The not just the club scene. Even though a lot of people wasn't even really from the video I've seen, because I wasn't really there. I didn't go to the entertainment.
Oh, you didn't go. I didn't go to the ceremony.
I didn't go to the ceremony.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I didn't go to the one. It was raining.
What?
Yeah, and
was that DC?
DC, Baltimore, and Virginia. They had the insane traffic. It was raining, and I didn't want to. I felt so reluctant and everything. But after that, once I got in DC, it stopped raining because I was in Maryland and everything like that. But I mean, the clubs were packed.
Hold on. I'm hearing you were living or stopping in Maryland.
No, but I got my hotel. I got in Maryland.
Oh,
I was like 30 minutes away.
I've been telling you guys about the kabagi. Yeah, the kabagi. The kabagi.
What is it?
Yeah, y'all see you hearing the question you're asking me? What is that?
But I don't know what a kabagi is.
Are you a Liberian?
But I'm a Liberian. But you have to be asking me about kabagi. I know it's about kabagi.
This man got some kabagi. If you know, be comment on there. He got some kabagi. Sleeping in Maryland. And going for a show in DC.
But the thing is, another reason why, because it's like on the state line, because DC, Maryland, and Virginia, they're like,
I know,
on the state line. So
I'm just messing with you, 30 minutes of drive from one state to another.
I mean, it was 30 minutes based on traffic.
Only big boys do that.
Only based on traffic, but then it would be like to the after party.
So was it like cheaper? Was it like cheaper to live in Maryland or to have a hotel in Maryland? And
I mean, it wasn't some parts. It was just I just looking at the ratio of distances. That's what I was looking at.
Okay, maybe your thought process was DC will have a heck of a traffic. So that
pretty much
stuff like that.
But it was traffic everywhere anyway. So,
but that's the setting of government, right?
Yeah,
the DMV,
of course.
Yeah,
but it was good. Mm-hmm. It was good. A lot of people. I think more people show up for the clubs than than the ceremony itself.
So we did clubs like after party or ceremony party,
the welcome party, the welcome party, the after party, the day party. But the day party was super good too. But I met a lot of people that I haven't seen for a pretty long time.
And that was the goal, interact with people and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. I met a lot of people I haven't seen for a good time. And I had a good time. I met some couple of friends that I haven't seen for quite a bit since I moved. Right. And I mean, it was pretty good.
And on the spot podcast made some moves too, right?
We sure did make some moves. Friday the 7th of May.
Great.
I mean, we had a conversation. Yeah, talk to his management to see so we can sit on a particular stage where we can have a conversation with him and everything like that. But yeah,
you talk about Friday, like this dude. I don't know whether this dude ever gets old, man.
Man, the man is.
Trust me.
Ooh, that boy is. He got energy.
He has it.
Energy.
That dude should be older than me, man.
I don't know what it be. When I see him, I give him a hug. I just told him that I appreciate him just for that brand music because his music don't get.
Bro, his music doesn't get old.
It's like sometimes, man, you gotta give people their flowers while they're still here.
And Friday's one of them.
And Friday's one of them. You have to give people their flowers while they're still here. But a lot of within our Liberian community, I feel like that don't really happen like that. You see what I'm saying? They undermine certain things.
Yeah.
Because, even though Friday should be receiving his flower, Friday is a legend.
Did he receive any award at the end?
He did. He
received lifetime award?
Something like that.
He should have by this time, man.
The man should be making millions of his music.
Back home, my first time seeing that dude, I think it was some Lone Star game, something, bro, in the early 2000s. Bro, that dude, man, when that dude mount the podium or the stage, bro,
oh, yeah.
The entire stadium get crazy.
His stage presence is insane.
Ooh, and he was so tiny by then.
He's still the same. Wow. Nothing changed.
Wow.
Nothing changed. I looked at him, I'm like, damn. But I just went over, and then one of the other guys I seen, NDO Champ.
NDO.
Yeah, we had a conversation with him. I was in the section. We had a conversation. I just told him,
you're blessed to have him, man.
Yeah, I know.
Blessed to have him.
I told him me and him had a conversation. I was talking to him like, I truly appreciate him that he turned his story into success. You know what I mean?
From prison?
Yeah. That he went here to bring his story. Turned his story into success and everything like that, which is really good. There are a lot of Liberian influencers that are doing that thing, man. You know what I mean? Which I truly respect. And that could be us a couple of years from now.
Bro, NGO actually,
you know what I mean?
NDO, right?
NDO champ. Yeah.
He actually put Liberia on the map when it comes to this content creating thing.
Oh, yeah.
For real, man.
I think the man got like 1.7 million followers.
Bro, that dude is insane, though. I see Michael Blackson, I see NDO Champ, I see Jazino. Those guys pull Liberia on the map.
Of course.
Friday as well. Went all over the world.
I mean, when the man music play, you don't want to dance.
Still playing, man.
When the man music, it don't get old. It's the type of bring my music. Like,
every party, every graduation.
Yeah.
There gotta be some Friday.
Yeah.
Big mistake, biggest mistake, whatever.
That's what I said. I said the man should be. It's just the fact that Liberia just Liberia like that because he should be living off his. I'm not saying not living off his music, but his music should be. You should be a millionaire by then. If the way how you see how America is, when you've been making music for years and everything like that,
royalties,
you're receiving royalties at all times.
But I don't know whether he controls his catalog. Sometimes too, you sell your rights to labels and people that help you back in the day down the line, stuff like that. I don't know what he had, but maybe
I don't know if he has labels there.
The previous managers or something, must have, collected everything and just paid him off at once. They got some artists that will be like, hey, just give me $1 million out of it. He control everything.
Yeah.
They just sell that right.
But they got some artists now that's selling their catalog for like millions.
No, but that is when you have actually gotten enough, and you be like, okay, get that one out. Like I heard about the Beatles, that Michael Jackson owned the Beatles, and all that. One of the
people that are receiving money, like
but Friday, I think, but bro, that dude's still making money, man.
Yeah,
every little show you get a little proceeds.
I mean, but before he sit us here and everything that we're gonna discuss about that, which we just need to reach out to talk to his management that he will be here.
That one go through.
And he will be.
But she was very receptive, right?
Yeah. She was cool. She was super cool. She was cool and everything like that. I think she sent me a text on WhatsApp. They're gonna do it in Liberian. music festival. I think one of the guys that hosting it is one of my OG. He reached out to me personally, but I didn't really not had so much going on, so I didn't really entertain none of that.
That's what's up.
Yeah. But anyway, you're talking earlier. You were talking about South Africa.
Listen, man. Listen. I'm actually bothered because I am an African.
About what's going on in South Africa, or what's
Bro, I don't like what's going on in South Africa.
But you didn't tell me
the details.
The details of it, because I didn't really see it on social media.
South Africa is one of the most beautiful countries in Africa.
Oh yeah, of course.
They're going through a lot. Apartheid was one, unfunny, not good, not beautiful, stories of their struggle and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I believe every African country, including their neighbors, Zimbabwe, Malawi, stood by them.
Right.
When Nelson Mandela went to jail for 27 years, came out, became president. Before then, prior to that, the Germans, the Swedish, whatever, Westerners took over the country.
Mm-hmm.
And Africa fought them. Africa won. So Africa became an independent state, beautiful country.
But what's going on?
What's going on right now? They have a minute portion of the population. Headed by one Zuma, I forgot her, Jonetta Zuma. This girl believes that other Africans from other countries should stay in their country. They don't want any immigrant from other African countries in South Africa.
Something like that. Remember when we were sitting here and we had a conversation about that Liberian dude, that Liberian guy that was died in Ghana, that he killed in Ghana. They had like a little protest.
Exactly.
How Liberians should get out of Africa. So let me get this straight. So if they don't want no immigrant, other Africans, is it the same thing? Doing that segregation back in the day, doing Mandela, isn't the same thing that was going on?
That's why people are saying, why should we should not, there should be no African, that should not be able to travel to another African country and live peacefully. It should not be. I want to believe Africa should have what, 54 countries or 56 countries. I may be wrong. Please correct me. But we shouldn't have no borders
at all.
You understand?
Or visa.
Bro, listen. America is made of Swedish, a lot of British, French, Italian,
Dutch,
all kinds of
everything.
Make this country, bro, but you can travel. Right now, I can leave right away and leave Texas.
Yeah.
With no problem.
With no problem. So she have a problem with it, that the fact that other Africans are leaving other countries for them.
They are saying Africans are taking their jobs, taking their taking over their hospitals.
What is she? They been watching news here.
I don't know, but it's so sad. Like,
it's sad.
They are on the street breaking people businesses down, closing shop, beating people up with sticks and rotten.
And that don't even solve anything.
Bro, listen. I cannot say foreigners came from Mexico to come and get my job. But I'm a U.S. citizen. I can go find my own job.
Of course.
I know for sure where I live, but the government prioritizes its citizens. But the thing is, you must be lazy.
Why must you blame another person that you're taking? Have you taken upon the time for you to go to apply,
search for a job,
you don't get it? I don't understand people how when they feel like, oh yeah, you're taking this from me, you're taking that from me. But have you got off your butt for you to turn around and say, oh yeah, I want to go do this. I want to make myself available. I want to posture myself for me to do this and do that. And did somebody deny you? Well, so why are we going to turn around and act like...
We're not talking about people from Lebanon or people from...
No, but we're talking about within your own culture. We are Africans that won.
Black people.
So if you're doing it, if you're doing this and you're hurting your own people and you're doing all this, what do you think the other people's around going to say?
But here's the thing. I listened to the opposition leader of South Africa. I forgot his name. I don't know his name. I love this dude, man.
Which one?
The opposition leader from
the one Julia
Malimba.
There you go.
Julius Malimba.
There you go.
Malimba had a speech, and I watched it over and over and over again. He said, "You are pushing Africans away. But your employers are foreigners.
Of course.
The foreigners control the economy.
But you see, when I talk about, say, we are racist to ourselves, then somebody told me, said, that's like, yes, we are.
Yeah, we are.
We are 100% racist within ourselves.
We are black people.
We are 100% racist because of why? We don't like to see any good within ourselves at all.
But yes, guess what makes me shame? Same thing that makes me shame in my country, the United States. Whenever it pains my heart, whenever a police pull a black person over here in America, most black people play the race card. It baffles me like, hey, calm down. Don't allow them to believe that we are just angry people. Same thing in South Africa. Now, what do you expect the white man to think of us if we are barbaric to each other?
I guarantee you, if that was a different race that was doing that, everybody won't be all over the place.
That's my thing.
I guarantee you.
I saw something today in Liberia. I watched it on social media. And I watched it 2 or 3 times. I'm like, why is this happening? Guess what was happening? In Liberia, when you park wrongly, there are parking police. Call it parking police.
Like
all around.
The meter guys that be going around.
Yeah, the parking police. When you park wrongly, they lock your tire.
911 or your local emergency number immediately if you are in danger or need urgent assistance.
They kind of like,
sorry, he had an emergency.
Yeah. Now, those parking police in Monrovia, they will put some type of steel lock on your tire so you can't move. So you have to pay a fine for parking wrongly, right?
Right.
This Lebanese guy or some other national, he took the fire extinguisher and started to knock and bust the lock.
But even though he parked the wrong way,
he was angry.
Angry at what?
I love the way the parking police guy conducted himself. He just took his cell phone and recorded what was happening and posted it. If that was just in Africa, it's going to be a fight.
But the thing is, rules and regulation and structures is being laid down. You see, I like what they're doing in Liberia like that. I like that the fact they have a structure and rules because these people feel like they can go to that country and do whatever they want and say whatever they want, do any kind of thing they want, then go back to their country and everything will be fine. No, they don't work like that.
When you and I go to the white man country, we abide by laws, rules over there, every law, and then in our own country, we don't want to do the same.
And look what they're doing right there. You breaking down businesses. You're breaking down all the other things and everything. So how you expect for everything to prosper when you're doing all that?
They're going to be robbed because all those petty sellers. Now, what they're doing on the streets, you'll find Nigerians selling shoes on the streets. They be like, please from here, go to your country, go to Ghana, go to Nigeria.
You are my own African brother.
That actually happened, I believe, 4 or 5 years ago. There was a very, very, very dirty and nasty xenophobic actions from citizens of South Africa where they brutalized and kidnapped and killed a lot of Nigerians. And they said because some of the Igbo people in South Africa created an Igbo kingdom. And they got angry. They said, why their government will sit there, people from Nigeria come and take parts of their land. I understand that, but they should have gone through the proper channel. You understand? And the result of killing the fellow Liberians or Africans.
African, we're hurting ourselves.
It's wrong.
We're racist in our own self. We're hurting ourselves 100%. But they want a different race. It's in me here. One day, I think me and this when I was in college, we had a debate and about Black Lives Matters. Nobody don't say Black Lives Matter. Don't matter. Black Lives do matter. But if I go in the hood right now and I got these chains on, somebody who want to try to rob me, and then 9% of that is going to be a black person. But I saw if a different race does it, it's a problem.
The mindset is even crazy to think that
it's a problem.
To think that it will be a black person.
You see what I'm saying?
It's insane.
You see what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, one of our brothers died. When I know him, got arrested so recently in Southwest Philadelphia. I didn't see no march. No march. Nothing.
That life did not matter.
No march. I think my cousin tweeted about it and put it on his Facebook. That if it was a different race, it was going to be a problem.
It's crazy, man.
Because of why? He was among his own people when it happened.
Just happy being a black person.
And it's the same thing like going over there too. You're bringing down businesses. So how you want for the country to prosper?
I don't think it should be happening on the continent
at all. Within your own people.
It should not be happening.
How you gonna tell me for you to go back to my own country when I'm African like you?
We are black people.
We are. So now when a different race come and say go back to your own country, we come and say,
but like when you push all those people back, what happens? You're gonna get employed by foreigners.
Man,
the entire economy is controlled by foreigners.
With the world now these days, everybody's migrating into different things.
That should be
different things. Because look in Ghana. You know how many people that leave from here do this seminar go over there?
On the Yelly.
It'd be so packed.
Yeah.
Look in Nigeria, the same thing. Matter of fact, look in Liberia over there. Lebanese over there and Chinese over there.
Liberia, yeah, that's true. One of the biggest nightclubs was owned by Chinese. I think it just got closed.
The moment I just built right there, you know who? Is it like the Liberian building?
Yeah.
No.
Chinese got our mall. They more of them more.
You know what I'm saying?
No, but I think Chinese are Korean.
The world is so migrated these days now. So why you want to turn around and say you want to bring out segregation?
We should relate. We all gonna go 6 foot deep. We all got red blood.
And everybody goes to that same spot. Well, I said we hurt ourselves. We are racist towards ourselves.
I think it's wrong for what's going on in South Africa. I think it should be a whole different approach. That's why you have a sitting government for. Channel your grievances to the government. We are all black people. No xenophobic activity or attitude should ever exist in Africa. But I should be able to leave Liberia and go live Pretoria.
But you talk about South Africa, it happened in our own Liberian community too.
Tell me about it.
It happened in our own Liberian community. They hate like no tomorrow.
It's just wrong.
It happened within our own little community that we have here. It's not just in Liberia. It's not just right in front of us here.
It's wrong.
I'm telling you.
It should never be. Never be.
So then, when you do it to me and I do it to you, then when a different person do it, a different color, there's a problem. They will be jumping all over the place.
It should just never be. If you have love amongst ourselves, you should never have hatred.
Then why they say African unite, but yet you fight among ourselves? Do you know that the fact there's so many bloodshed already as it is?
And that's the thing that we Africans don't really know that. So a lot of people from all races, all countries come to Africa just to wind down.
Of course.
Have peace of mind.
Man,
the continent is rich.
They would never tell you that.
It's crispy.
They would never tell you that.
Everything looks good.
I grew up in this country my whole life.
That should be home.
Where back then I never used to understand why, because when I was young, they used to tell me, "Oh, African booty scratcher, African this, African." What? I never used to understand that.
Where that word came from?
You scratch ass for living.
Don't they scratch ass too?
But now you see that the culture have prospered. Now everybody want the food.
Everybody want
the dress.
Africa
right now. They want the
music.
They want the music. The culture is like that.
Yeah.
You know why is that? Because they lack of understanding. That's why I said I never used to blame kids when they used to tell me, say, "Oh,
that's why they learn. That's why they were told.
That's why I said I never used to blame them. It's what you see, and what you see on the television.
Yes. Okay. That's one thing. Hold on, please. That's one thing that I have problem with a lot of content creators in Africa. Africa as a whole. Content creators should promote Africa in the right way. Show those skyscrapers. Show those clean streets. Go to Rwanda, one of the cleanest cities in the world. Showcase that.
If you
know what I mean?
If you go in Philly right now, you think Philly like that?
Man.
If you go there, what's it called? Kensington.
Go to Kensington.
You think that the African every city, every country got its hood.
Everybody got a hood. But Africa would put so much of our hood out there and not the good side.
I saw back in the day the teacher from Africa. I would never forget. One of the kids asked me, he said, "Have you ever seen so you were dancing with the lions?" I said, "Have you seen that lion?" He said, "No." I said, "The one make you think I seen a lion."
But guess
you know what I'm saying?
My first time going back to Africa was 2019. My son asked me. I was in my hotel. And I call on video camera, and we're talking on video call. He said, "Oh, Daddy, you're not in Africa." Bro, I'm in Africa.
I'm in Africa?
Nah, Daddy, you're not in Africa.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, what do you mean I'm in Africa? Oh, you're all the way up. Yeah, I am all the way up.